Today we are doing a Q&A. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole, and on this channel we talk about everything from parenting tips and tricks to product reviews and more. So if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. A couple of weeks ago, I put out a Q&A post on my Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and said, if you have any questions, let me know them. And I got some questions and I wanted to just sit down really quickly and answer them for you. The first question from Instagram is from someone named Michelle, and it says, why did I start YouTube? And I actually, when I look back at my journey, I never ever in a million years thought that I'd be sitting in front of a camera in my office talking to it. Never. I'm camera shy. I am a pretty outgoing person, but I've never sat in front of a camera and recorded myself ever. So I really feel like after my second baby was born, I felt like God was kind of calling me to do it. I know that sounds crazy if you're not religious, but I felt like I had a lot of tips and things I wanted to share with new moms. I had a really tough sleeper at the beginning, and so I felt like I could help other moms overcome things that I had had trouble with. And then I started thinking about all the baby products that I love and how I just wanted to share them with people, just like I do with my friends. And so that's where it all started. And yeah, I'm just like so thankful that I'm here and I'm enjoying every minute of it. And yeah, I started YouTube just so I could share all kinds of fun stuff with you guys. Okay, also from Instagram, let's see here. I'm kind of reading these off the cuff. Melissa and family, hi Melissa, said, hey girl, love your channel. My questions is, why did I start my channel? Any tips for new YouTubers starting out? And then she also asked a couple of other things. Do you have a budget system? How do you allow yourself to spend money? Hard to get the hubby on board with the budget. Okay. And then she has another question too. Okay. So let's see, what was your first question? I have mommy brain big time. Any tips for new YouTubers? So I would say just hop in front of the camera, and if you have something that I think the big thing is you don't want to try to be like everybody else. I know that's easier said than done, but you just want to share what you're passionate about because people will see that. And I feel like if people know that you're excited and passionate about what you're sharing, they're going to want to watch. And I feel like just pick a topic, pick a niche, pick something that is really passionate to you and just get started. I think that's the biggest thing. Do I have a budget system? We do have a budget system. My husband runs the budget. We do share bank accounts because we're a family and that's just what we do. I know everybody has different thoughts on that, but we have a budget, we stick to it, we have separate accounts for different things. And it's just kind of worked out good for us that way. Let's see here. How do my husband and I handle disagreements? We get along really well, but we do disagree just like anybody. And I can say the biggest thing about disagreements is to never ever just walk away. I remember being younger and sillier in past relationships, and I'd get upset and just leave the room or leave the house even, or turn my phone off. That is the absolute worst. I think in my opinion, if you can just cool down, take your emotions out of everything for a second and just sit down and talk, I think that is just the best way to try to understand where the other person's coming from is huge. And if you love and care for that person, you'll want to try to understand what's upsetting them and how you can come together to make it better. So that is my tip. Let's see. How excited are my boys to have another brother or sister? Ty, my oldest, is so excited. So excited. And Jake, my 2-year-old, is excited. He keeps saying baby and tummy, but I don't think he really knows what's going on. So yeah, we'll see, because it's always tough once the baby arrives for the youngest sibling to kind of understand what's happening, and we'll work through it. I think they will grow to love each other. Raylyn from Instagram asked, I asked you a week or two ago if you're gonna have more kids. Guess you answered that already, haha. So how many kids do we want? So I've always said that I wanted 2 kids, and we started talking about having a 3rd baby last year. And It just felt right, and it felt like the right number. And as your kids get older, you miss that baby stage. So I really feel like 3 is what we are going for. So this will probably, but I don't want to say like absolutely, but it will probably be our last baby. Arceli05 from Instagram says, what are my top 5 baby items for new moms, both expensive and budget friendly? I have my favorites, but I'm also looking for some new gift ideas for my friends. That is so tough, Arceli. Okay, top 5 baby items for new moms. I always tell my friends that you absolutely need, I have a whole video about baby registry, but I always tell them that you absolutely need a swing or a bouncer of some type. Somewhere where you can put the baby, whether it's a rock and play, a bouncer, a swing, a mamaroo, somewhere where you can set the baby so that you don't have to carry them all the time. That brings me to number 2. I think that you do need a baby carrier, especially if you have more than one child. Solly Baby Wrap, if I'm saying that the right way. Solly Baby Wrap. I had like a baby Catan, I think, a long time ago with Ty. A ring sling, an Ergo, a Lilla Baby. One of those types of baby carriers so that you can be hands-free, but your baby can still have like the skin-to-skin contact. Number 3, I found that all of my kids, and that both of my kids, and still to this day, they use a little sound machine in their room along with blackout curtains, and I feel like it has helped them sleep so much better. So I feel like if you can start a bedtime routine with your baby really early and maybe play the same song or same music or have something in there that is very similar, a noise machine would be really helpful. So a noise machine, and those can range from high end all the way to, I had like a really cute little travel one that was like $10 from Target, and we would hook it onto Jake's car seat. It was magical and I loved it so much. Number 4, let me think. A really great stroller. And I feel like a lot of these are my must-haves if you have more than one kid. But honestly, if you invest, say you're having your first baby, but you invest in a good stroller, it will last you forever. We had our baby jogger City Select for so long, and it showed like no signs of wear and tear. It was literally so great. And now we have the Oslin Entourage. And I feel like if you can put that on your registry and just get a good one and invest early, it'll pay off because you can use it for so many years. And going along those lines, am I on number 5? I think I am. Number 5 is I have found a good high chair to be so important. I never thought that it would be. I put it on my registry not even really thinking about it. And we have a Graco high chair that is now 5 years old. We've used it for both of our kids. It comes with a booster seat. It's adjustable up and down, 3 different tray sizes, and it's under $150, I think. If I can find it, I will link all the stuff that I'm talking about. But a good high chair, definitely. So those are my top 5. Okay, my last Q&As came from Snapchat from Sarah Lutz. Thank you, Sarah, for sending those over. She asked if we were planning on having more kids. I answered that. Do I want to go back to work outside the house? I would love to. I was so passionate about my work outside the home before I had kids. And I love working with people. And I wouldn't mind it either way. I love being here for my kids. I want to say that first and foremost. I feel like with them developing from a baby all the way to a preschooler, I think it's really great that I'm able to be home with them. But yeah, I would love to work out of the home again. So we will just see how that goes. Does my husband get upset about the makeup that I like or going to Target a lot? It's so funny. So like I mentioned earlier, my husband and I share a bank account. So we know when purchases are made. And I will tell you, Sarah, that when I'm at Target, like 90% of the time he's with me. So it's never a like total shock when he's like, oh my gosh, what did you buy? And honestly, my Target hauls, most of them are under $100. And so what you see on my videos has been compilations of like weeks of going to Target and things that I've saved for specific videos. So it's not too out of hand. I actually haven't been to Target again lately, which you reminded me. I think I need to go. My makeup, I've decided to really pare down on all the makeup that I love. I'm a makeup addict. I proclaim that proudly. And if you watch my Snapchat, you see all my makeup finds and everything. But I found some really good stuff. So I'm really paring down I subscribe to the Sephora Playbox, and so I kind of consider that like my makeup item for the month. And then honestly, I just take it slow. But yeah, so he doesn't get mad at the makeup bye-bye or Target runs, mostly because he knows about all of them, and a lot of the makeup purchases I make are not super expensive. I do a lot of couponing at the drugstore and save a ton of money that way too. So yeah. All right, guys, this video is getting long, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But if you have any other questions for me or anything that you'd like me to answer at all, definitely leave it down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all again in my next video.